1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no! Hi everybody, it's Lee.
Hi, this is Kevin. Oh, wait. Hi, this is Kevin.
A key part of Peace Coffee's philosophy is that we want to tell stories to help connect people.
That's right, Lee. Coffee creates community. In this time of social distancing, we were thinking, what can bring us together? What can connect us? And that's when we came up with this show. And on the show, you'll see music, you'll see interviews, some performance. Who knows? We're going to throw it out there like a conversation and see where it flies.
Today we're talking to Wes Burdine from Black Hart of St. Paul. He's the owner.
Yeah, earlier this week, Lee and I went over to the bar and we had their curbside drag where you can order off the menu. They have pizza or you can get beer or wine. But I had the delectable cheese curds and corn dogs, and it was brought to our car by the wonderful Jamie.
So Wes, I've always really been intrigued by Black Hart and what it is you're trying to do with your establishment. Could you tell us a little bit about your story with Black Hart?
So Black Hart used to be the Townhouse Bar, which was the oldest gay bar, I believe, in Minnesota, at least in the Twin Cities. You know, I live in the Midway, just a few blocks away. There was a point where I was looking to, with the soccer stadium going in across the street, I was looking in the neighborhood to find a place that could be more of a neighborhood bar and also serve all these soccer fans. At first, I avoided the idea of thinking about Townhouse because it's such a legendary space. And then as I got to know Holly, who was the previous owner, the idea started to change in my brain that this wasn't just a soccer bar, that we could actually make something different.
Hello, I'm Jamie Monroe. We are at the Black Hart in St. Paul. I've been working here for 14 years.
And Townhouse has a very loyal regular crowd. Just the idea of a queer soccer bar, which is a place that has more than either queer or soccer, but is just a place that is eclectic enough that people just want to be there because it has an environment. I just wanted to make a place that no one had ever seen before. and the idea of a queer soccer bar was just like, well, you know, I don't think anyone's really ever seen that before.
Soccer and drag, who knew? And everybody gets along really well here. It's a fun place to come.
There's a phrase in storytelling, you don't have one story until you have two stories. And I love that you brought these two stories together.
Every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night, there's a drag or burlesque or, you know, there's some kind of show. Mostly it's drag. The really fun nights are when you've got, you start early in the day and you've got a soccer game going on at Allianz Field across the street. And so you have, you know, 250 people in there getting ready for a game. They go and they sing for 90 minutes and hopefully they win. They come back, they're happy, spend the whole time singing variations on, you know, different songs or singing Wonderwall at the end of the game when we win. That you come back and then there's a drag show going. And I remember the first time it happened last year. It was like I was very nervous, right? Because I've got two somewhat related groups. There's lots of queer soccer fans. There's lots of soccer fans who already came to the drag shows, but you have a lot of people who it's their first drag show. And the bar is packed. So I'm very nervous. I'm sitting in the back and I'm watching it. And there's a performer who has a show called Lip Service named Barbara Gordon. She's by far one of the weirdest performers we have. She's been doing it for ages. And she has a set where she does as pregnant Cher and sings If I Could Turn Back Time. This is going to be a spoiler alert. At some point during the set, it cuts and the scene from Alien happens where the alien is jumping out and out of her belly pops a puppet of Sunny, and she sings a duet with Sunny of I've Got You Babe. Eventually she pushes Sunny back in and then finishes. And I remember seeing this for the first time and having my mind blown. Probably 200 people who have never, and they're watching it. I'm just I'm watching people go, what? Freaking out the same way I did. And it was an amazing moment. It made me feel like this is exactly what I wanted. Most people have like really embraced it, and that's been something that I believed in my heart, but or in the back of my head, but watching it finally happen was just, it worked. I had an idea and it worked.
I have these sort of half-baked post-COVID goals. Seeing Cher, that specific drag performance is now my official, like, it's gonna happen.
Soccer players and drag, there's a level of passion that goes into both of them. And I think that that's where the bar is set.
You know, one thing that that soccer fans do is they will spend a couple months painting and sewing to build a 100-foot by 60-foot banner that is up for a little bit. It's about performance. You know, you talk to the drag queens and how much energy they put into putting feathers in this thing so that they can then go out there and do a 3-minute song, and they've spent $100 on feathers and this costume, and they'll make $40 in tips, but that's not why they do it. They do it for the pageantry of it.
How did you come up with the idea of the curbside drag?
Basically, we've got forgivable loan to pay our employees' wages. We've been doing it 3 weekends now. We've had some good nights, and so it worked out that we could bring some of them on and help everyone just make a little bit more money to get by. And so, yeah, it was just kind of like throwing some ideas out there. My wife came up with it. She's the genius. And once we had that idea, then it was like, well, now we've got a reason for people to come. You come because Jamie or Dina or Tim is a rocker is doing this weekend. These people are coming out, and it's just a little bit of an adventure on your way to go get a 6-pack of Summit is just a way to make it a little bit brighter.
Jamie sold it. Yeah, face mask and all. It was even with the mask. Yeah, she was great. It was really nice.
Well, Wes, I do think you're doing your part of brightening everybody's day by what you are doing at Black Hart.
Yeah, thanks
that
a lot,
gift,
Wes.
because as I said before, it did make one of my days brighter.
Well, I do want to say, I look forward to, I think that the day when we reopen and I get to see people again, I'll probably just be an absolute mess.
You do these things, whether you're an artist or an entrepreneur, and your community becomes very much your family.
Please share these with your friends and check back for more.
Thanks everybody for watching our show.